A recent study found that a staggering 82% of working professionals feel overwhelmed by the pressure to balance work and personal life. A lack of work-life balance leads to decreased productivity and lower job satisfaction. No wonder a better work-life balance has been one of the top priorities for job seekers in recent years. I'm Anna, a professional career writer here at Resume.io. And while you may not be able to convince the company to switch to a 4-day work week, I've got some concrete steps that you can take to better manage the stress of your job and earn more time for yourself. Let's get started. Establishing clear boundaries between work and personal life is crucial. But I'll be the first to admit it's a lot easier said than done. If your work hours are starting to creep into your personal life, it's time to start fighting back. That's why the first step is to define your hours. Make a schedule, share it with your colleagues, and discuss it with your boss. If it's helpful, you can also explain that you need to set this schedule in order to come into work refreshed and productive. It can be equally hard to set these boundaries when you work for yourself, but it's just as important. For example, if you have to work on an occasional evening or weekend to meet a deadline, make sure to keep track of those hours and take them off during the week. Once you've set your boundaries, you'll need to create habits that enforce them. That could mean leaving your computer at the office, shutting down your work phone during the evenings, or restricting certain apps to daytime hours. This is where that initial conversation with your colleagues comes into play. You told them you weren't available after work. Now you've got to show them that you mean it. The next step is to address all that newly acquired free time. Maybe you've got a hobby that you can't wait to pick back up, or you're looking forward to more time with family and friends. It could just be that you want to take a bath and watch TV. Whatever it is, make sure that your free time gives you something to look forward to. This will motivate you to stick with your work schedule and get the full benefits of your work-life balance. My final 2 tips are about making your work-life balance sustainable in the long run. It's easy to fall back into old habits if you don't build a system that supports your new lifestyle. That's why it's important to delegate tasks and ask for help when you need it. This applies to both home and work. Prioritize your to-do list and outsource the things that aren't adding value to your life. By sharing the load, you'll alleviate stress and create more time for yourself. And my final tip is the hardest. One of the most challenging but important skills for a better work-life balance is the ability to say no when necessary. Create goals for your work and personal life and evaluate whether a commitment will bring you closer to that goal. Don't be afraid to decline additional tasks or responsibilities that will overload your schedule. Remember, saying no to some things means saying yes to your own well-being. These 5 tips are powerful tools to help you achieve a better work-life balance. As you work to implement them in your life, remember, it's not about finding a perfect balance, but finding what works best for you. Got any tips you've learned from your own experience? Share them in the comments and make sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more career tips and expert advice for your work life.